Hello, guys. Hope you're doing well. This is TJ, and you're listening to Beyond the Ring podcast. And welcome to my special Saturday night Dynamite review. And this week's Dynamite was a very good show, man. I mean, I'm very happy. For some past few weeks, Dynamite wasn't that very entertaining. It was okay, pretty good, but wasn't that entertaining. But this was a very good show, and top to bottom, this was a very good focused show, and they actually nailed it. Second time they came on Saturday night, and this was a very good show. And if they do in a month or so, like a special Saturday night, I mean, I don't have any problem. I mean, I like the Saturday night more than like Friday nights, because Friday night it's very busy because we have three shows to do. If it's on Friday night, because then it's there is SmackDown, the Dynamite, and New Japan Strong as well. So there's the hectic schedule that comes about. So this was a calm, and this was a very relaxed episode, and it was very good to see this episode. So we get into the review. Before we get into that, please make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more wrestling reviews like this. And please do support, guys, and your support is the only thing that I actually have make me motivated. So lots of bragging about, we get into the show then. So we actually start off with the angle of Pinnacle. They actually Sammy Guevara was interviewed by Alex Mavis, and Sean Spears actually hit Sammy Guevara with a chair, because kind of a help to his friend MJF, because MJF versus Sammy Guevara. This match is going to take place next week at AEW Dynamite, and next week we are going to go at the same schedule slot. That's Wednesday night Dynamite. So glad. I mean, I'm happy to see Dynamite going to that. So we get into the same schedule then. So we first we got to the match, which was Hangman Page versus Powerhouse Hobbs. A very good match. Ever since they announced last week, I was so excited for this match, and this match I was sure that this match was going to be very good, and this match was just like that. And Powerhouse Hobbs, Hangman Page, very different style of wrestling, where Hangman Page had the quick advantage, that speed advantage, and the and the and the and the quick maneuvers and the innovating maneuvers, where Powerhouse Hobbs he's had that power move strength advantage, and he was also very good here. And both of them performed very well. And you should see this match, because you should see this whole episode. I mean, I could say that, because this show was a very good episode. Especially see this match. This was a very good match. This was not a very fast paced match, but still there was some here and there moments where it was pacey, and it was at a neutral pace, I would say. And because when there's a power guy, you tend to slow down a bit. So that was there. So Powerhouse Hobbs also had a power moves, like the clothesline, the springboard clothesline by Hobbs, knocks April to the floor. That was good. A headbutt and all. And in the end of this thing was interesting, where Ricky Starks actually comes about with the FTW title, and Brian Cage comes about from the back, and he actually took away Ricky Starks' belt, and they were kind of having brawl or something. But I don't know. Maybe we would have a grudge match or something in Fighter Fest, or in the Rager show, that's Road Rager show, that's gonna be happening. So Brian Cage comes out and collects the title. So Page tries the buckshot lariat, which is countered into a spine buster. And another thing I actually forgot about the story actually was this arm for arm, actually, because the arm of the Hangman Page was worked around very well by Powerhouse Hobbs. So that's what the story was. So Powerhouse Hobbs, right out of the bat, actually sends the arm into the barricade, gets a boot on the arm, and he was targeting the arm, the main the main offense of Hangman Page, because that was the one which he actually gets, that buckshot lariat, that the end maneuver. So that actually was being damaged. So that was a story here. Very good match. I like this match very well, and I hope to see more matches of them in future or so. And this was a very good match, as I said. And in the end, we saw Hobbs gets back up, and but walks into a dead eye to give Page the victory. a 10 minutes match, very good match, which we get to the video on video package on Jungle Boy, Kenny Omega, which I actually this was out on YouTube last day or so, and was very good, put down by AEW guys. And we get to the a segment by Young Bucks, and Young Bucks have been called overrated, but they are not the longest reigning tag team champions in company history. They are list of all teams they have taken out, and now it's time to do the same to Penta, Zero, Mido, and Eddie Kingston. They are the EVPs, that the extreme violent peoples, as Young Bucks says, and the Bucks are a lot of things. But and ever since Young Bucks, actually, I said this many times. I mean, I'm loving this this Young Bucks. I mean, they are very heelish, and their maneuvers are not just like they did in a face run, like a super kicks, multiple super kicks. They are very limited in the ring skills. They are more pissed off. They are more mocking kind of attitude, and they're so hateful, man. I just hated them this week as well, and I will get into that. So Tully Blanchard and Conan had a face-off discussion, and this is a great promo, man. I mean, Conan at this age, he was just getting a very good promo, just like Steve Austin or something. Not comparing them, but a very good promo. And Conan actually began with Blanchard actually talks about first about Conan interfering in Stadium Stampede and lets him go first. And Conan says then that that's a mind game, but Satan and Otis aren't going to be intimidated, as kind of acting as a manager for Santana and Otis. So I like that. I mean, Conan and Santana and Otis, they actually had a very good chemistry. If you see, kind of a same figures, kind of a same figure and all, kind of a same that culture and all that they come about, that it Latino, I think so, Mexican, I don't know what, yeah, what language it was. I think it was Mexican. So he knows that Tully and FTR are from North Carolina, where men are men and sheep are scared. And then Conan talks about Santana and Otis about being from New York City, where they are used to racial profiling and fighting against oppression. And Blanchard says he knows the three of them because he has done his research, and all Conan is going to do is make one appearance, and then it's over for him. And Conan says that he's lucky that Walmart is hiring greeters, because Santana and Otis are like scarecrows. A very good laid out line by Conan, and outstanding. And cued Santana and Otis, but we see two of them down in the back, because Santana and Otis pulled down their hoods, and this was not Santana and Otis. And I actually thought about that was Santana and Otis, but it was not. It was FTR, and they actually spike pile driver, FTR spike pile driver Conan. Very good heat segment for the FTR, and making more hateful for me. And this was a very good laid down segment, a very good promo by Conan, especially Conan. Tully Blanchard didn't speak that much, so Conan actually ripped Tully Blanchard apart. So this was a promo, a very good promo. We get to the next match, which was Dante Martin versus Matt Seidel. Again, a very good match, man. This was a Matt Seidel. I mean, he's very good worker, man. It's just a treat and fun to watch. And Dante Martin, he's also very good, and we have seen his match as well. I think he had his opportunity against Cody. I think, I don't know. There was a match in recent weeks, and that was a very good as well. So very mixed kind of this match, and this was a very good match, a very slow paced match, I would say. But Seidel had an experience advantage, that 18 years of experience, where Dante Martin is just 20 years old. So that was a story here. So we actually began with Vicky Guerrero coming out of nowhere. I don't know, that actually overshadowed Andrade El Idolo, I mean, for an announcement. But Seidel actually have them. Seidel and Dante Martin had the match, so they take the entrance. So maybe I thought about that Andrade would be interfering this match, but no. I mean, what's the point? I don't know Andrade getting into this. That was a kind of a negative point. Andrade getting for nothing. He just came, and Vicky Guerrero just said, "Excuse me," and he just looked bad, and they go to the mat. They start off the match, and springboard maneuvers, head scissors, leg lock, and the control, and Martin actually hits a Death Valley driver, double springboard moonsault. A very good basic wrestling matches, and a basic wrestling match. Not a lot of not a lot of flip flops and all, but it was there as well. And Seidel kicks him in the head through the lightning spiral, and that get the pin for Matt Seidel, and that flipping stunner from a double springboard moonsault that gets a two on Seidel, and followed by a flipping stunner. That was a very good by Dante Martin, and Seidel kicks him in the head, and the lightning spiral is enough for the pin, and he actually won this match. And this was a very good match as well, and very good showcase for Dante Martin, and both opportunity for showing for Matt Seidel as well. And we get to a segment where Christian Cage tells Jungle Boy to be ready, and kind of a motivation, and because some people don't think he should be here, and I knew you would be taking this opportunity, and you will do it again, just like you did at the Double or Nothing, winning the the entire this battle royal. And this was a good promo by Christian Cage. Kind of ever whenever actually Christian Cage comes up, I just actually he's good at face, but still we actually think about his heel turn and all, his heel run and all. He's so good at that. I mean, he's better in that, I would say. It's just like Randy Orton, like it's a perfect heel character than a face character. He's good at face, but I mean, I eventually think that Christian Cage, Jungle Boy, they should have a rivalry. Christian Cage turning on Jungle Boy, his good friend, turning on him, that would be a very good shocker. So Mark Sterling's promo was next, and he tells about Jade Cargill's shirts and 10% off on, bragging about that. Just there, Cargill is in surprise because she's that B. That's it. That was the end. And MJF actually talks about his promo. Very good to listen MJF. For some weeks we went not seeing him, his promo and all, and with the Pinnacle, talks about how people are upset about him beating up Dean Malenko, and he actually beat him up because he's a 60-year-old man. He's not expected to be here with the Parkinson disease, and people are throwing rocks at him when they should be throwing flowers at him to taking out from this dangerous business. A very good turnaround promo by MJF. MJF actually put around the promos very well, man. I mean, he just spins it around, a heel promo into face kind of promo, just doing something for just something better lighting. So this was good as well. They say fight into, and in the end, in the end of the promo, we saw Chris Jericho and Jake Hager actually comes, start the brawl, and they fight into the arena as well, into the ring as well. Pinnacle's numbers advantage getting the better of things. Sammy Guevara comes in for the save, including a chair shot to Wardlow's head. Sammy also gets a chair shot on this guy called Sean Spears. So tit for tat. So good build up for that. Again, I don't know how they are going. I mean, this is going like a faction versus faction again. I mean, I think so. This is like a separate one-on-one situation kind of thing. Next week you're gonna getting Sammy Guevara versus MJF, and that would be a great match, I think so. And Sammy Guevara is a very good worker, and just sells, and his matches are very fun to watch. And MJF is just best, man. I mean, and you know it. And Miro comes about. He cuts a promo on Brian Pillman Jr. So that's a matchup actually. It's finalized for next week. That's TNT Championship defense from Miro. Ever since Miro is being the TNT champion, he's not that looking very good, but still he's okay. I mean, having a defense, but they really should have more time on Miro. Have some. Just cut him a promo in a ring or so, not getting in the back or so. I mean, the promo he cuts, he always tells about how his wife is flexible, and he just always does that, and he catches up on that. So Pillman is going to find out why is God's favorite wrestler on Wednesday next week, and would be a good match. Brian Pillman Jr. is a very good face character, and he had a lot of support as well in the tag team championship match, that eliminator match against Young Bucks. And Miro as well is really doing great as a heel character, a natural heel character. He's a natural heel, and we get to. So one thing I actually love about AEW is that they actually frame this, make these matches we know that next week what it is next week, and what it is after that, and what it is after 2 3 weeks. They actually had laid out entire month how it would be. You know that how I mean, not the entire show, but still the main matches that's going to be being seeing on next month. I mean, the whole month. And I know that this July month is a special month for AW, and all of the promotions are getting back to the business, and they are welcoming fans back. So AW doesn't do always these things, but still they are better prepared for 2 to 3 weeks, and this is longer than that. So that's great for AW. I mean, they just tells us the viewers that what you can expect from next week, from after that, and after that. And that's good, man. And that isn't that what WWE does. Even Raw or SmackDown, they confirm it uh, in the next week or so, in a week or so, in weekdays or so, or after the show, or after the show as well, or in Talking Smack or something. But the booking that AW does is what I prefer actually. So that's good. So it's not like just they are having matches. They had actually mean something, and they have the rivalries continuing. The build is good. The storyline is actually laid out around. So that's actually having meaning on the matches. So we get to the another match, which was third match, Bear Bronson versus Ethan Page. This was also a very good match. Ethan Page, we know how hell of a good worker he is, and he's doing great, man. Ethan Page, Scorpio Sky, and they are a very good tag team. I want them to win the tag team championship, and I want them to face off Young Bucks or something. Maybe. Yeah, it would be a great match, and this was a good match as well. Beer Bronson, Ethan Page. I mean, when I saw this match, I had a resemblance of this Santos Escobar and this Bronson Reed, because his name also Bronson. So kind of a reddish, red black kind of dress as well. The dress as well for Beer Bronson. So outfit as well for Beer Bronson. So that was a kind of a reminiscence. I actually saw. So Ethan Page actually had that heel kind of heel cunning kind of wrestling, and he's very good at that. And he's a very accomplished wrestler in Impact Wrestling, with Josh Alexander, one of the greatest tag team champions with Josh Alexander. And a very good reign they had. And Beer Bronson as well is an up and coming talent, so he was good as well. His power advantage was shown here, and Ethan Page was actually working on his shoulders, and yeah, on this sunset flip earns him a drop onto his chest for two, and superplex down back down, and Sky actually had a distraction and gets punched by Reed, and leaving Page to catch Bronson on top with a low blow, as ref was distracted by Scorpio Sky, and that gets a very impressive ego edge, the very perfect razor's edge, I would mean that, very good at ego edge. And with Page actually walking as a victory, and impressive match. I mean, this was a very good match. Ethan Page worked a very well match, and Beer Bronson also was very good here with his power moves. So this was a match, and I mean, I'm just not just saying this. You should see this match. Even the woman match we had next, we had Bunny versus Chris Turner. I will get into that. So before that post match, we saw Page actually says that he's done with Darby Allin, and wants to be had the nail in his coffin, and he tells that 3 times. And I was sure this is going to be kind of sometimes of uh, 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 kind of a buried alive match, or kind of a not a buried alive match, that coffin match. Yeah, coffin match. There's another word that WWE says, I don't remember that. uh, yeah, I don't remember that. They actually, yeah, rolling into the coffin. So that's the thing. So coffin match. Anyways, Road Rager, we are gonna get Darby Allin versus Ethan Page, coffin match. AEW is just, man, they are just coming out with endless amounts of gimmick matches. They are the gimmick masters, and there's no ending of gimmick matches that AEW does, and it's pretty nice, man. They didn't have any bad match or something. Even the MMA cage match they did, that wasn't bad as well. So they did put around pretty good to good matches. I mean, very good matches as well, like Stadium Stampede and all. So we get to the another promo, which was Britt Baker and Reba, and they actually think of a million things to ask for if Tony Khan owed him a favor. But Vicky Guerrero, they had a tag match. Actually, that's actually set up for 2 weeks from now. As I think Vicky Guerrero and Nyla Rose against Britt Baker and Reba. I'm not that interested in this story. I don't know why. And Baker says it's a new era and it isn't time for old woman in wrestling. Don't worry because Vicky had all the cost covered because she's Britt Baker DMD, and she's actually had a nice prescription signed for Vicky Guerrero after her tooth will be break. So good promo right there by Britt Baker, but they don't give AW doesn't is not giving women's more time or something. And the women's division, they have stars, but the building and all. I mean, Jade Cargill is good, but just having a promo, it's not good. You should have matches. You should have contender matches and all. That would be. You should have a very good promo package, promo battle and all. And we know that that's not developed, and they are not developed in that position to be. So that's why they are really not good at that women's division. So not a time to discuss. I know it's a very best show that I actually got from AW Dynamite. Not a time to discuss. Anyways, I actually said about that. So my thoughts. And Vicky Guerrero says next week is warm up for Fighter Fest, because at Fighter Fest night 2 they're gonna face for the AEW Women's Championship that's coming. So Britt Baker versus Nyla Rose. I mean, I'm not very excited to see them. I mean, certainly 100% it would be Britt Baker would be retaining the championship. She's ain't gonna lose this title at this moment. And we get to the next match, Bunny versus Chris Standler. Surprisingly, this was a very good match. Chris Standler's debut, I mean, return in the ring after her injury, and she looked very good here, and she was very good here, and she actually starts off with suplexes onto the floor, drop kick and all, running knee, setting up a double crash out to the floor, and they head back into the ring with Bunny blocking the Big Bang Theory. Statlander has to settle for the Blue Thunder Bomb and a near fall. That was good by Statlander, and they actually got uh, the Jack Evans. I guess that Jack Evans actually, I don't know who was Bunny's partner. So he actually comes about Blade throws in. Actually, Blade actually Butcher and Blade actually throws the brass knuckles. But Orange Cassidy comes about and takes the knuckles from the Bunny, and that creates an opportunity for Statlander and hit that a Big Bang Theory finishes Bunny, and very good short match, a good short match, pretty good short match, a pretty fun good short match, I would say. Not a very good or best match, but a good little match, and it was good to see Chris Standard coming back, and a nice opportunity for Bunny as well to show. Bunny isn't bad as well. She was also good here. So just a match there. So post match, Jack Evanson and Helico of the Hardy family obviously out Orange Cassidy and took out a big brass knuckle shot, and that was brutal, man. And that shook really into his jaw, and that was good. And then we had a promo where Arn Anderson son Brock Anderson is being named as wrestler of the week. As QT Marshall is saying that he doesn't like Brock Anderson being named as a wrestler of the week after he didn't get the same honor for beating Cody, and that's correct, man. Marshall is ready for a Cody in a strap match and only wants to be a champion around here, as he actually also mocks Cody because not coming to the not coming to wrestle, or not coming to wrestle. He's just a corporate guy. He's just where we actually put our asses each and every way. He's just a corporate guy. He's a new guy, and just that QT Marshall. So Brian Pillman promo there, and he thinks Miro has a messiah complex, but Miro isn't here to save anyone, and Pillman has a complex too, as he says, and is being called born on the wrong side of the tracks and having to fight for everything, and he's coming for the TNT title. So I don't think so would be a title change or something, but would be a very good match coming. So lots of things laid down the July month for AEW itself. So Eddie Kingston and Pental Zero Miedo had also had a promo, and they're ready to fight the Young Bucks. They had the promo because the Bucks are all about egos, and that's why taking the tag team title is what is going to hurt their egos more than anything. And Penta promises violence, and they actually had the sign Penta Zero Mido, and that was good. So lots of promos there, and but nothing was bad. It was short and it was concise. It was precise and it was good. We get to the main event, and this was for the AEW World Championship. Kenny Omega versus Jungle Boy. I mean, I was. Uh, they had a very good build up. I mean, after that double or nothing win, very good build up, and not a great build up or something, but they really had Jungle Boy kind of have that baby face, that reaction that he got. So they actually really take that opportunity and had this opportunity. So that was good job done by AW. So coming to the match, man, this match was so good, man. I mean, Jungle Boy Kenny Omega was a very good match, and Jungle Boy actually, at a point I thought about, would he be winning? I mean, I was rooting for Jungle Boy, and his maneuvers and all very good. And Kenny Mega also, in the beginning of this match, very good introduction by Justin Roberts, and we got interesting thing. I mean, very good thing that actually we actually got, because ref actually ejected all the guys, friends of Jungle Boy as well as Good Brothers and all. They actually was going. So this was a fair match, and this was a clean match. And Kenny Omega Jungle Boy actually started off with early feeling out process. Brainbuster actually gave an actually Jungle Boy actually also had attempt for a small package as for get a 2 count, and Jungle Boy actually fights up and knocks Omega to the floor. Suicide elbow, multiple dive was taken up by Omega. Omega actually took a lot of offense from this kid, and he gave this kid a very good opportunity to shine through, and it was a very good shining through for Jungle Boy. Very good opportunity that was given by AW. I mean, we weren't expecting that he would be winning, but still I was rooting for him just to have the shocker or something. uh, Maybe, but back of the mind, I did know that they are not doing this. I mean, his family was also there, so kind of a very emotional and kind of a very big match setup that they had. And we also saw a tornado springboard tornado DDT, and that's enough to send Omega outside, and a big flip dive takes him down again. And finally Kenny Omega actually tries for the bang winged angel, which is reversed, and he gets that. After that, the V trigger is actually missed first time, and it's a super kick, and V trigger it into the Snapdragon, sets up another V trigger, but the one winged angel is countered into a very great poison rana. So that was a great counter that shook the whole fans in the AW in the Jacksonville. So that was a great ovation, and that was a great reaction. And Jungle Boy hits a running shot to the back of the head for two, but Omega is right back with another V trigger, and that's followed by another V trigger. So V trigger after V trigger after V trigger, another V trigger is counted into a snare trap, and the Good Brothers comes about, but we have the Luchasaurus and Marco Stunt actually saving this thing, and we also had this Frankie Kazarian also helping, and they actually brawled down in the ramp, and hopefully didn't have any interference. This was a clean match, but Kenny Omega actually got his hands on the ropes, and the hands on the rope, and we actually then got a slug out fest up Omega and Jungle Boy. Omega hits another B trigger, but Jungle Boy bounces off the ropes with a discus rebound lariat, and Omega hits another brainbuster into another B trigger, but the one winged angel is countered into another snare trap, and that was also a very good moment. I thought about that, maybe getting victory, a rake of the eyes That was a heelish moment by Omega, gets out of trouble for Omega, and he goes up top where a super Hurricane Rana is attempted and is countered into a face first drop onto the buckle, and another V trigger into a Tiger Driver 98, kind of a J driller, J lethal J driller maneuver. That was nasty, man. Tiger Driver 98 that damaged his head a lot and creating more damage by hitting his final coffin ending. That's One Wing Angel, which is the end of all, end of be all, and One Winged Angel retains the title by Kenny Omega. A very good match. Kenny Omega did a uh, whole lot of time for this guy, and he actually utilized this time. Jungle Boy actually utilized this time perfectly, and he had all his moments. I'm very happy for him because he actually got that opportunity, and maybe this actually put him in the upper echelon. He actually played with a big dude in the AW. So maybe this is the first step. You don't get always the first attempt. Maybe this will be a good direction to get him a very good storyline and very good. I mean, there's only one title other than AW men's title. That's a world title. That's a TNT title. But again, man, this was a very good opportunity. So I don't think so. He'll be getting another opportunity or something because it's a clean match, clean ending, and that puts the end. A very good moment for a very good TV, a very good main event, and a very good championship defense from Kenny Omega. A clean defense and a very happy. I mean, very happy that Kenny Omega actually got the clean victory, and I actually love Kenny Omega right now. I mean, he gets a clean victory, even though he's a heel, but still, I mean, that's good. And post match, that was not good. That wasn't that good because Omega had loads of the belt and he was trying to had a belt shot, but Christian Cage here, and I was so happy, man. Christian Cage is the next program for Kenny Omega. That would be great, man. But Hardy family office, I actually totally forgot that thing and jumps off. He has that story to complete, and definitely after this he's going for the AW World Championship. Definitely he's going for that. And Christian, the twist of it is countered into a kill switch attempt is done, but Young Bucks run in for a double super kick, and their reaction is like, oh man, we just did that. And now the twist of it lays out Christian, and that's the end of the show. A very good ending as well. Post match, I literally hate. I mean, I hate Young Bucks. I mean, I literally hate Young Bucks than any like Good Brothers or Kenny Omega as well. I mean, they are so pissed off, man. I mean, so pissed off to see them, but still they are doing the great job as their character. So again, a very good episode of Dynamite to come to see as well in Wednesday night. So very good episode this as well. So I hope you enjoyed this review. I mean, I hope you enjoy this review. Please make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel for more wrestling content like this. And I'll see you guys in the next one, guys. Until then, be safe, stay energetic, peace.